was real deal just in high school. We were just in high school doing like the greatest, being great, being pure greatness. Now we parents. It's way over there.
It makes me so happy.
There we go. Thank you, Heavenly Father. But yeah, it's the biggest blessing, man.
Okay, so this video is story time.
Story time yesterday. So look, y'all, we here.
Oh, you gonna sit right here with us? So
Sit
we
right.
gonna be a trio. I feel like I'm in shock right now. I'm starting to shiver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting chilly.
Yeah.
You cut it out.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought I could sit and put this the opposite way.
I see
Gotta be
you.
a cool kid.
What? 1, 2, 3. What's
good?
yo? This guy you too.
It's your girl now.
And this your boy. Still.
First, we start with a disclaimer. I'm not on. I think I'm gonna medicine. No medicine.
It's
Just-
wearing off the
Just
energy.
anemic
Yeah.
right now. So
Yeah.
you guys are shaking. And I'm breastfeeding right now, so that's two. That's like two
Two
3,
double
4, 5,
whammies.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Right.
But it's story time.
Story time for yesterday and both perspectives. I want this what I'm saying. I want her to go live because she gonna really give y'all the labor part of it. And I just I'm gonna make my story time about yesterday pretty quick.
First, you gotta start off. We want to apologize.
Right.
We left all phones, all cameras, all everything at
We missed greatness, y'all.
the house. But
There's
there
a
was
reason for
why.
that. Cause
But we do got some clips that we can show y'all.
Yeah.
But y'all gonna be like,
y'all gonna see it in the
Ooh.
vlog. Okay, we're gonna drop the vlog tomorrow. We're gonna drop the whole vlog, which is all tomorrow of everything. And I just wanna start my story time yesterday. So really y'all, let me just start y'all off with everything. So a lot of what y'all don't know is I just rescued a dog on Sunday, and man, I was so tired because I was looking for this dog. We got home from church late. We got home from church like 3. We were sitting there talking in the car, talking a long time. And when we got in the car, it was 3:25. But she had walked in the house. Then I walked in the house, and for some reason I came back out to the car. So when I came back out to the car, I seen a dog, and the dog was like so weak. The skills ate out. He was like his bones was aching. I seen him peeing out like 1 second. It's like it was hurting him. And God just spoke to me, y'all. And I can get deeper in this, which I am, because our Sunday message in church, it was life over death. It was literally life over death. And listen how God blessed us, because I chose to put that dog life, that dog life, and literally take the responsibility that God laid upon me and give that dog more life, or rather than let him die and let him stay in the condition that he was in. So I ended up rescuing the dog. I was looking for the dog for hours. So that night, y'all, I was so tired because during the night, I was like checking on the dog, making sure taking him out, doing this, doing that. Then our other dog was getting animated with this dog. So it's like you really gotta, you know what I mean? So I was so tired. Then I finally tried to go to sleep, probably like around 2. I went to sleep about like 30 minutes. Then she started telling me about like her pain and stuff. But me, I can honestly say, I'm thinking it's like, I'm like, babe, we got we got a week left.
we got a week and a half. We got a week and a half left.
I'm like, we
True.
they're not going to no hospital. They gonna induce, they gonna make me have passion now. But God really was trying to slap me in the face and tell me, no, you need to take her to the hospital. You need to listen. So God was like, that's the thing. God would literally, every time I need to listen, God would literally make me listen. So listen, y'all. So I'm telling her, time going by. She telling me, I'm hurting, babe. I'm hurting. I'm telling her, babe. So time about like 4 o'clock. I said, babe, sit on your butt. That probably would help. And she sat down on the chair on her butt. And she's like, I need to eat an orange. Did you eat orange before or after that?
I had ate it.
Before?
I ate it, before.
Okay, so she ate orange, and then she was telling me that she needed to throw up and stuff. But listen, then when she threw up. Cause I don't want to get too much into that, cause her side of the story. But she ended up throwing up. Yeah, she threw up. But when she got after that, she went to the bathroom for a little bit. I say about you was there for about what, 15 minutes, 10 minutes.
No, I was literally probably in there for like
Okay, she was in there for 45 minutes, but I was in and out of sleep. I kept hearing the toilet flush sometimes. I kept hearing her make little grunts and more, so I was in and out, like waking up, saying stuff to her, and then going back to sleep, saying stuff to her. And then she came back in, and then well, you can't keep laid in the bed. She laid in the bed and she was like, man, I'm hurting. I'm gonna try to stick through it. I commend her for that because she was trying to get through it. But God just slapped me in the face and said, no, this is really the real deal. So when she stood up, that water broke. And when that water broke, man, we was just hurry up, get to the hospital, man. And I can just say, y'all, from experiencing people being pregnant, having sisters that's been pregnant, seeing my sister's best friend be pregnant, and like her real like ailments and stuff, like the problems they endured during pregnancy, man, it ain't nothing but a blessing, y'all. Because we went in there when she delivered our baby. I'm gonna let her get into all the details stuff. I'm really not trying to be too detailed.
You gotta talk about how your experience was with the,
right.
all of that stuff.
Right. So, so we went in and delivery was so amazing, y'all. Like it was beautiful. Like I got to see literally my daughter's head come out, and it was like it just popped out. And my daughter just sitting there covered in everything. It's like, y'all, it gave me a new, like, some women don't even know the power that they have. Like, if women really knew the power that they have, they would, like, women are some powerful humans.
I can see. I have to stand up for them too,
Yeah. And so she ended up having her. Yeah, she ended up having her, and I was just, after she had her, they took her to, under the light, and I was over there with passion. I was just looking at her, and I was just like, bro, she really here now. All the months, all the waiting, all the talks, all the stuff, all the everything. She finally actually here. And then, man, we on day 2 yesterday. We gonna do yesterday or just that one day? All right. So yesterday, was the yeah. Oh. Yeah, we tired. We're tired. Okay, so that did not feel like the same day.
It was so early. That's the thing. I thought it was like at least like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It was 7 in the morning. It was 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. So y'all, we got back in this room. I ended up having to go home, check on the dogs and stuff. They was pooping everywhere, being stuff. But one thing I noticed through it all is them dogs was being peaceful with each other. Like the new dog, he was being super nice to our dog Biscuit. Y'all know Biscuit, but he was being super nice to Biscuit, and Biscuit was being super nice to him when he close to him. And when he away from him, he want to act like the big bad wolf. He want to establish his dominance. But y'all, I just want to wrap it up and say, man, it's been a blessing. Honestly, through all these, and y'all can go back on our channel and see the realness of us. We got some videos on our channel where we was extremely mad at each other. Y'all just go do a little binge watch of our channel, man, and just look through the progress for us to be here, man. It's just like, you go through all that to see her deliver, to see how she's still just fighting and still going, hustling, still, doing her thing. I really thank God for that, because He's been blessing us and giving us the strength and walking with us this whole entire walk, man. So I want to thank Him. And I'm going to let my sweet girl get into her side. She sweet?
Yeah, she done really good. She been on for
she's still on?
19 minutes.
Thank God.
But it's my turn. I'm not leaving no detail out, but one big one. But I would say it was 3 something in the morning, and I was laying down, and I was like, my stomach was hurting, and like it was like my abdomen was hurting, so it's like I lay on one side, and I'm like, well, this side of my stomach hurt. And then I was turning on the other side, and I was like, well, this side of my stomach hurt too. So I'm laying down. So I get up out of the bed, and I go to the bathroom. I get up out the bed.
Try to speak a lot.
Oh, okay. I get up out the bed.
That's better.
And then
let's
give it up for the amazing support. Because y'all don't. If we would have recorded, y'all would be like, yeah, he needed every bit of support. He was going crazy. But It's just a blessing. It's just 20 minutes ago. But I was just sitting there going through it, and I didn't even know what I was going through. I was just sitting here like, oh, I'm hurting so bad. I'm like, I'm hurting so bad. So it's like, I knew it started at 3, but I didn't say nothing because it was like, I didn't know what I didn't know what was going on. I just knew like, I'm hurting. I'm telling him I'm hurting. So it's like, but a long time ago, we was like, oh, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna use for a sneeze, but a long time ago, I was like, babe, if I'm ever feeling like this, can we go to the hospital? He was like, I don't know, because
this is what I told you. I said, listen, we ain't going to the hospital until I absolutely know we need to. And there been some times it was almost close to that time where she didn't have like real bad pains, but she was still, she ain't never been, one thing I can say, and I ain't gonna cut her, I ain't gonna speak to her, but one thing I can say, she ain't never moved that around that much. I knew something was different. Cause like you was like, usually with your cancer stuff, you try to stay in one place, and you like, but then you was
both sides
over there, back to the bathroom, back on the floor, to the bed, back. I was like, yeah, something different.
So it's like, it was 4:09. To mind you, he had his phone on the dresser, so I looked at the time, I said it's 4:09, I said it's okay. So then I went to the bathroom and I sat in there and I was just like, that's when I was just like, I can't really do this no more. So I came in the room, I stood up on the side of the bed, and then I sat down. Wait, back up. After I laid down, no. So when I first laid down and my sides was hurting, I had grabbed me an orange because I was hungry. So I'm like, okay, let me eat this orange real quick. So then after that, then that's when I started noticing my sides was hurting. So then that's when I ended up getting up out the bed and sitting on the toilet. I was like, let me sit on the toilet. Like, I'm just sitting here and I can't really do anything. So it's like, I'm sitting here hurting. So then that's when I checked his phone. It was 4:09. So I came back in the room and then I had sat on the floor. And I was just sitting. He was like, well, what if you sit on your butt? And then he was like, crisscross episodes. So mind you, I'm sitting on the floor like,
was you actually able to put your feet at least like butterfly?
I said I can crisscross episodes. I said I can butterfly. And he was like, okay, that was good. So I ended up butterflying. And then
I forgot about that. Good thing you ain't even know details. I actually forgot I told you that.
Yes, and I was like, well, babe, I can't crisscross episodes. Like, what kind of butterfly? So I'm sitting there trying to butterfly. And I was like, oh, babe, I can't sit on my butt. I can't sit on my butt. Yes, ma'am. And then,
Enjoy your lunch.
thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
I'm sorry, I forgot where I was.
You was with the crisscross episodes.
Oh, I was crisscross episodes, and then
One thing I can't say though, I'm gonna piss out you eat some real good.
oh yeah, I had asked what dessert was going to be today. I had to tell something. Just know. The first, I'm gonna break this. I'm gonna make a video about should have been recording the food.
Yeah.
But it's
all good.
But I was seeing crisscross episodes, and I said, babe, I need you to help me get up because I'm finna throw up. Mind you, through all of this, he was sleeping. So you know, it was like a part of me just like, I couldn't even be mad at him. It was just, I was just hurting so bad. It's like, but I knew, it was like, okay, I'm hurting, but I know we had a discussion before, like, no matter if I'm hurting, if it's not like, if he not seeing no like difference in it, we just gonna stay here.
Right.
And that's what I was like. I threw up and I was like, okay.
That was the signal.
That was the signal, but it really wasn't a signal because it was like a little bit of throw up. The second time,
No, the first time you threw up, you sitting down. When I tried to pick you up, that's when you threw out that clothing.
I know, but that was the second time.
Oh yeah, you threw out more. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. The first time
yeah.
I really threw up, it was just like, but I went to the bathroom and like brushed my teeth and everything. So it was like I wasn't feeling like I was gonna throw up again.
But I knew after that throw up, I said, yeah. I said she finna go up there, but I was like, nah, I ain't.
He still was in disbelief.
Yeah.
So after that, I'm going to the bathroom again, and I'm just sitting there, and then I'm just like, I can't do this. I can't do this on the toilet. And I just sat there and prayed. I was like, God, show me a sign before 5 that we need to go to the hospital. So then I get in the bed. I'm sorry, I'm shaking because I had to come give me some medicine or something.
You cold?
But I'm not cold, but it's like I am cold, but I guess my body just wanted to shock. But because just talking about it just is different. But I went in the room and I laid back in the bed and I was like, babe, I need to go. He's like, what time it is? Are you getting ready? So then first he said, now you know we go to the hospital, they're gonna try to induce you. So I'm already in my mind, it's like, oh, I didn't want to hear that.
Yeah.
But it was like I knew what he was saying, so I was like, I put like how I was feeling. I was like, okay, I'll just sit here and just like, just sit here and endure the pain. So I was like, okay. But mind y'all, it was I knew it was starting from at 3 and it was already like 4:45. So I was like, I don't know. And then when I was sitting down, I was counting the contractions. And mind y'all, I was counting to, once I got to 100, I said, that's a minute and 30. I said, oh, it's okay. And then I tried to count again, and I got to 30 seconds. I said, oh, okay. But that's a good thing. Mind y'all, I was a person that knew about counting contractions, but I never really knew what contractions was until like I got to the hospital. Because even when we got to the hospital, I didn't know. I knew I was having contractions, but I wasn't counting them. But back to the house, I was laying in the bed, and he was just telling me, I was like, okay. I was like, okay, we don't have to go. And then I was like, okay, but mind y'all, I was still hurting. And I was like,
I told her this. This is what I told her. I said at 5 o'clock, if nothing changed, then we'll go at 5. But she ended up getting up on her own though.
Yeah, because he was like, that's the thing. He was experiencing all of this, but he was like sleep. But I didn't sleep at all, so it was like I was just sitting there, and I laid in the bed, and I was like, something just felt like, you know how you, but that's how I explain it. It felt like a bowling ball had just dropped. Like, it just felt like something in my stomach had just dropped. And it did. It felt like a big...
Yeah, I believe it.
She finished. She went for 25 minutes. Yeah,
She ate good. She ate real good. And definitely some sleep, no? She's off.
Yes, sir.
That's baby passion, y'all. She finna go to sleep now then.
But, so when her pacifier?
So put it in the mouth.
But, after that drop, I said, babe, I think my water broke. Mind you, I didn't even know what my water breaking felt like. So, as soon as I said that, I went to go to try. Yes, sir. I tried to go to the bathroom, thinking like, okay, maybe I can go see if my water broke or see like if my water broke or something. And I sat down. As I was getting out of bed, I'm not sure how you end up turning the light off.
I think you did. Because when I've seen the water break, I seen it by the bed right here.
Oh, okay.
Because I had just got the bed. I think you had flicked it on. Because you was standing in the doorway.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know, because I felt like you had jumped over and you was like, because I turned around. Oh, yeah, I turned the light on. I turned around and I said, and it was like but
It was a puddle right there.
that's the thing. I thought your water breaking was like clear, but mine was like some
blood and all
yellow and everything, and I was just like, but it was kind of like let me tell you something. It kind of looked like a waterfall.
Yeah.
Cause as I was getting off the bed, it was like I was seeing like water like falling, but.
And one thing I didn't know about water break too is it don't stop. Like when your water, you know you was still dripping it out. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't.
I was so in the moment, but as soon as that happened, that's when he got up. He was like,
yeah, that's when.
That's when he was like, okay, I can't say nothing no more. Like that's proof in the pudding. So then after that, he was like, okay. He was like, cause mind you, he was already asking me was I getting ready, and I was just finna get up, use the bathroom. And the crazy thing about it was, he jumped out of bed and he went to the living room. He dashed to the living room and then, he dashed to the living room. He came back and brought me this dress. And my water still, I'm in the midst of my water still like dripping and everything. And then I end up throwing up.
Oh yeah.
I ended up throwing up not once.
You can't. Oh, you said at the house?
I'm talking about like how many times in that one second? Because I remember I threw up once. Yeah. But I'm saying when I was standing up, I think it was like at least 2 or 3 times. But the funny thing about that, y'all, after I threw up, we walk into the car, and I'm just standing up. And he said, "You can't sit down." I was like, "No, I can't sit down right now." And then after that, it was just like I was just like normal. It was just like I knew everything was going on.
I had to check her with. I'm like, "Babe, you ain't gonna sit down in the car." She's like, she just walking around the front door. I'm like, "Babe, your water broke."
He taking the dog out. So I'm like, okay, let me just get on my phone, make it look. I'm literally on my phone recording. I'm looking like, well, hey, I'm just like, it was just like, I think that's what my adrenaline was probably so high. I couldn't even really like. And then I walked in the house. I went and grabbed the car seat. He was like, cause he was like, "Babe, how you get the car seat up?" And I just walked in the house and grabbed the car seat. And he was like, "Babe, you not gonna grab your shoes?" And then I didn't grab my shoes. But then, like he was saying, Biscuit was having some feelings going on, so I had to check Biscuit before we left. But then after that, he was getting all the bags in the car, and we both got in the car, but it started to rain, it started to drizzle, so then that's when we pulled off. He was like, "Which way we should go?" And I was like, "Right," and then we had turned at the next traffic light, and I was like, now if I would have told us to kept going straight, I don't know, because he was like,
you had to turn all the way back around.
Because he also,
because
what happened was when we first got in the car and we was turning out of our house, he was like, "I need you to sit." He said, "Unless you want to have this baby in the car, you gotta sit down." I couldn't. That's the thing, y'all. I could not sit down. And then, like he was saying, if we didn't really know, if I would have told us to kept going straight, we would have been like lost. Because this was our first time really coming to the hospital, to the main entrance. So it was like once we got here.
You don't want it, baby?
Because once we got here, then that's when. Maybe I have to burp her. Maybe I have to burp her. Okay. I tried the way you told me to do.
I got you.
And
I got you, Mamas. Daddy got you.
So when we got here, he pulled up, and like the security guard pulled up in front of us. So I'm looking like, what's going on? Like, what's happening? Because I'm still recording. I'm still still myself. I was in labor, but it was not like, I would say once I got in the car and got in the wheelchair and we hit the atmosphere of the hospital. Because I was still okay, like getting in the wheelchair. He was like, "You gonna sit like that?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like leaning up in the wheelchair, and then once we entered the hospital doors, I instantly, I said, "Man, I need to throw up in the trash can." So I ended up throwing it up in the trash can, and then he was like, "You gotta throw up again," and I was like, "Yeah, I need the trash can again." And then as soon as we got through the double doors, I said, "Man, I gotta throw up again." So I ended up, he was like, "Just go ahead and throw up, just go ahead and throw up." So then it was this lady that was working at the cafeteria. She was like, we need help. She throwing up right now. She going into labor.
I wonder if that's a normal thing.
So, I was just thinking in my head like throwing up, going into labor.
She said that it was a combination.
Yes, sir. but most women experience nausea. So I guess she just thought But mind y'all, I never threw up during pregnancy, so like me throwing up now was just like
real deal.
I was, I mean, y'all, I was like, I was sitting there like I had to get one of those bags. She gave me the bag, and then I was just like throwing up in the bag, and then we got to the elevator. Mind y'all, once we got into the elevator, all of that throwing up and not being in labor stopped. Yeah. I'm sitting in the elevator just talking, chit-chatting it up, and then we get out of the elevator, so we don't even know what time it is. We left I don't even know why we left all the phones.
Yeah, we were just taking off.
Because I guess we didn't know like.
Oh, we had my phone, my camera don't work though, y'all. And my camera broke.
But we walking around the hall. We walking around in like labor and delivery. So we zoom it, like they was zooming that wheelchair. He was zooming that wheelchair around the hallway. And mind you, I think we went around the right way, but it was nobody on the floor.
I kind of think we went around the wrong way.
No, she was saying that's the right way to go. It's just the way that they sent us was the back way.
Oh, okay.
But we zoom around. I
don't like that you did that. I don't know why you did that.
Zoom around.
No.
Huh? Oh.
Yeah.
I'm so we zooming around, and it was nobody on the floor.
It did feel like we was in like a race.
I'm trying to tell you,
we was
like then he was like, maybe we should start calling for help. I was like, well, help.
Did you actually? Yeah,
I said help, but I didn't yell it that loud. But you had to say it one time too, but I had to take it over. So then that's when we turned around. We went all the way back down the hallway, and then we seen somebody across in another hallway, and we was like, that's when he said, help, my wife is going into labor. And it was like, I guess like where they was, you can't really go back there because they wasn't trying to like.
She just fought. There we go. Yeah, that's what it was. Ooh.
Let me tell you something. Oh, you forgot to tell them about that yesterday.
What?
We had a poopy.
Oh yeah, get it all out, baby. I don't want you to poop on me. Get it out. Get it all out.
But then that's when we had that. They was like, okay, you gotta go down the hallway. It was kind of like I was like having like labor, but it's like, okay, we know you're labor, but you gotta stay far. So it's like, then we got to the door. And mind you, I've never been to a hospital where you have to press the door just to get into labor. That was kind of different for me. Well, I never been in labor, so it's like, I never experienced. But it's like we had our own little room where they was checking me out and everything. And let me tell you something. She asked me what was my name. I told her. I said my name is Charnel Tucker Anissa. Mind y'all, I heard what I said, but I was like, oh, I'm so sorry.
And then I tried to correct
it. and then he spelled he was like
it
CHANELL, and then I was sitting here like, mind y'all,
but I tried to correct it. I missed one.
I think that medicine is kicking in or something. my
Yeah.
eyes, like,
Sleeping.
no, it's like,
Tingling.
feel like a sensation.
Oh yeah, that medicine. Oh, she's so.
You can tell in this eye.
I can tell both eyes. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all about that too. I'll tell y'all about what the hospital did to me. But we got in the room, so then
You got some more, baby.
she had checked me, and I was 4.8 centimeters. Mind you, I didn't even know what time it was, so it was really like,
Let me check her, see if she boo.
it was just like, I was just sitting in like, but, cause we both was like, I probably say that's when I was going into shock. Like my body was going into shock, but it was so cold, so it's like I was shivering when we got into the hospital. But
It's okay, baby.
after we got in that room, I'm just standing up, and I was like, I cannot sit down. I cannot sit down. And then after they checked me, they sent me to another room. And it was so many people in there. It was like so many nurses. And so many nurses in there. She poo poo. Ooh,
Gotta be kind like that.
Daddy got a poopy diaper.
Yeah. It's my first one. It's my first one.
I'm so Ooh. It's wet. I think it should be in that thing. It's not. We got some in the bag. But
It's okay, mama. You can make the video look good. Hey, get some legs. Give me the legs.
you know, front to back, man.
Huh?
Front to back. But sorry for telling you that. Steve.
Huh?
I'm so sorry for telling you that. You come in.
Come on, baby girl. Let's get this cold. How you doing?
Thank you.
It's okay, mama. It's okay.
You just got to change your temperature.
It's okay, baby.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Okay, that's Passion Rain right there.
You got another person to meet, sweet girl. You ready? Stop crying.
She had to diaper.
It's okay, mama. I know.
It was not what I expected. So what happened was I was having contractions at 3 o'clock, and I was having them, but I didn't know they were contractions. So I was just sitting there, I was like this side of my stomach, and then this side of my stomach. So I was laying in the bed, and at 4 o'clock I had told him, I was like, I'm hurting. I was like, I'm hurting so bad. I want to go to the hospital. And he was like, okay, at 5 o'clock we can go. So I got up and I had orange, and like you know, most pregnant women have nausea. I haven't thrown up at all pregnancy. So when I told him, I was like, I need help. I need you to help me get up so I can go use the bathroom because I'm gonna throw up. And then I threw up the whole orange, and then he was like, wow. And then I had laid back in the bed, and then that's when I was like, I'm still hurting. I'm still hurting. So then he was just telling me like, you know, you can get through it, you can get through it. And I was just like, man, I'm still hurt. I'm still hurting. So then I went to the bathroom. I was just in the bathroom for a long time. And I just prayed, and I was like, this God showed me a sign that we need to go to the hospital. And then I laid back down, and I felt like something dropped in my stomach. And then I said, I think my water broke. And I got up, and it was just like a whole like trail of like just water on the floor. And I thought like once your water breaking was clear, but it was just like red, like yellow. It's like it had a lot of just different colors to it. And then that's when he had got out of bed, and then he had ran to the living room to get my dress that was in the my hospital bag, because he was like, before I was like, was you getting ready? And I was just getting up to go use the bathroom before I even knew my water broke. So then that's when I was standing there. I had turned the light on, and I just started throwing up. He was standing. I just kept throwing up and throwing up and throwing up. I think I had threw up like 3 times at one time, and then, but in the midst of all of that, our dogs, we had got another dog, so they were just barking, but they knew I was finna go. Like we didn't know at all, cause he was so tired, he was just sleeping, and I was like,
yeah, she probably wasn't done.
Oh, she got poopy some more.
She is 40.
Oh, well, I mean, she did eat for, that was the longest time she ever ate that long.
She
so she definitely got no poop.
Oh yeah, she pooping.
That's okay. And that can come
Another one.
But that's good though, cause they said she had two poopies this morning. So
you wanna hold it?
She probably had 2 poopies later on the night. But
the prayer leader in our church was saying before everybody hold it, wash your hand. I don't know. Yeah, it ain't nothing like that.
But then we got in the car, and it was just like, it felt like I wasn't going into labor, Latavia, which is so crazy. I was going into labor, but it's not crazy. But it was just like my adrenaline. I was like in shock that I just was just
probably in shock you're about to have a baby.
Yes, but it's just like how I'm talking to you right now. It's just literally how I was like after throwing up and my water breaking. It's just like I just got back to normal. Until we got back to the hospital, that's when I started throwing up more, and I was just.
Did you go to the emergency room?
Yes, we went to the emergency room. So when we first got here, we got in the wheelchair, and then it's right there. I got in the wheelchair, and then I had ended up throwing up in the trash can, and then he was like, "It's okay if you gotta throw up again." He was like, "Just throw up again." But mind you, it was like I didn't want to throw up on the floor. It's like I didn't want to throw up, but he was like, "Just go ahead and throw up." He was like, "Just go ahead and throw up," and I was just like. And then we got into the elevator, and then once we got off the elevator, it was nobody on the floor, so we were just like, there's nobody here.
I'm surprised, because September is when most people have their baby.
She was supposed to come to 26, but everybody in our church, they knew that she was coming early. That's the thing, we had went our 38 weeks visit, and that was the first time I seen my doctor ever since.
That's the first time you seen your doctor?
Well, I see my doctor the 23rd, and then I start seeing midwives because she wasn't available. And I was two centimeters for almost like 2 weeks and a half.
Yeah.
So it was like I was dilated.
Yeah.
It was like I was dilated, and so it was like.
She couldn't wait no more.
And plus, she don't like
Why do you want to
oranges.
be in labor? You want to be in labor like your mama?
But she was just. Plus, she was just had to come on her own time. And
Yeah.
But once we found somebody, they was like, okay, you gotta go this way and open press the door to get in. So once we got here, they put us in a room and they was checking me. And Latava, I promise you, I was out of it. No medicine. I was just like, that's when I started getting shocked. They asked
did
me
it without no medication.
why I did Pitocin and I had took fentanyl.
Oh, you a
But it
little
was medical
sassy.
Yeah, she be. I'm proud she ain't crying with you. That's
That's the real
right.
She haven't.
she don't got a passy with it.
But then cause they asked me what my name was, and I told them Charnel Tucker Anissa. So, so she had asked him. She was like, okay, that's, cause I heard myself say it, but it's like I really couldn't really say. And then my husband had answered all the questions for me because I was just out of it. I was going, but what really was when we got into the other room, I was just like, I have to. But I understand when people say like, when you go into labor and you say you have to boo boo, because it felt like I had to boo boo, and it was like I think it got bad because I started to like squat down on the side of the bed. She was like, no, you need to get in bed. I was like, I can't lay down. I can't lay down. And then that's when I got in the bed. But I don't think I had got medicine. I don't think I had medicine yet.
Oh yeah, she got it.
I don't even think we had got the medicine yet because I was in the bed and I was like closing my eyes. She was like, okay, like, are you okay? Because it was like I was just like so.
And I don't want to make you hold it too long. Whenever you ready, just
I don't gotta leave till like 2.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I just know that. Okay.
But I was just like, I was laying in the bed, my eyes were closed. She was like, okay, like, are you good? Like, like, talk to me. Just like, but I was just like, so much in shock. And then that's when they gave me the medicine. That's when it was like, I was like, it was like, you know how like sometimes like when we used to work, they used to be AC, so it's like I was hot, then I was cold, then I was hot, then I was cold. And I was like, I just gotta take this. I said, I just gotta take this off. I gotta take it off. And then, my husband, I was like, man, I need a rag. And I was like, I need it on my forehead.